You know how they say you make time for the things that you love? That's absolutely true. Team Phillips, let's do a late night cook. I'm gonna cook this night because tomorrow I wouldn't have time to cook because I have other things that I want to do that I love and enjoy so much. So I decided to cook something very simple this night for tomorrow. One of my favorites and everyone's favorite in this house is okra soup. So I have my meat, my cow skin, everything ready. I add some onions and some seasoning. So we're going to allow the meat to cook. I always like to cook my meat separately, and then when it's finished, I like to add it into the sauce just so that the ingredients doesn't overcooked because you really need the meat to be soft. I don't like a hard meat. I like to really cook my meat that it's really soft. So while the meat is cooking, I add my palm oil into the pan. I'm going to add my onions and just allow it to fry a little bit. Everyone cook their okra sauce different, but this is how I cook mine. Feel free to have your own recipe. So I'm going to add some pepper. I have my green pepper, my yellow pepper, and some onions leaf. I'm just mixing everything, and I'm just going to allow everything to fry. I really love this green pepper, yellow pepper, red pepper. I loved it. It's something that I loved. You don't necessarily have to add this into your okra soup, but I loved it. I love to add it. So it's just something that I love too. That's why I said feel free to cook yours the way you want to. So I'm going to allow that to steam and I'm going to blend this okra. So this okra, I got it from the store. This was my first time actually getting this type of okra. I went to the African store, but they didn't have fresh okra and I went to this Arab store where I normally buy my meat and I saw this okra in a freezer. I decided to pick it up. I'm like, okay, it was a little bit cold, and because it came from the freezer, so I thought let me just blend it and make it simple, do something different. Because normally I like to cut my okras into slices, but this one I was like, you know what? Since it's something very simple and quick, let's just do the blending method. And this was very simple. It was very easy. So I just add the okra into the blender and just blend everything. I end up blending all the okra and it came out really nice, because I've never really tried this method where I blend my okra, though I've seen many tutorials with cooking videos with okra soup, people blending it like that. I've never really tried it, so for me it was like, okay, let's give it a try. And I really loved it. I love the way it came out. So I just blend everything, and after blending that, I just pour the okra into the pan and just allow it to sit down. So whilst I'm cooking, I'm washing all the dirty dishes because it's late night cooking. I don't want to wake up tomorrow and have dirty dishes standing around. So I empty the dishwasher. So everything I'm just using, I'm just gonna pile everything into the dishwasher. And as soon as I'm done, I just put the dishwasher on and I'm going upstairs, take a shower, go to bed. So I just added the tomato and I added my hot African pepper. I don't really eat a lot of pepper, so the one I'm adding is not really that much because the kids don't also like a very spicy food. So I'm just gonna add everything and allow that to steam. I'm going to check on the meat to see if the meat is finished. Yes, the meat is looking very good. Everything is looking so good. When you cook the meat separately, trust me, try it. Try to cook your meat separately when you are cooking your dish. Add a little bit of seasoning, onions, and all of that, and I really liked it. So now that the meat is cooking, let's turn the meat into the sauce we are making. So now I'm going to put the meat. I don't want to add all of the water from the meat because I don't want to spend the night here waiting for the water to dry from the okra. I don't want that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the meat water into the sauce so that it can boil You know, don't add too much, because when you add too much, you really have to wait for it to dry, and that was not the plan for me. So I just wanted to add a little bit of water, and I also didn't want the okra to be too much water in it. I just wanted a little bit, you know. So that was okay. After, and the rest of the water, I just throw it away because I really don't have anything to do with it. I just throw it away, wash the pan, put everything aside, because the next day I have a whole lot of plan, a whole lot of things I wanted to do, and I didn't want to be worrying about cooking or cleaning kitchen or doing anything. So I make sure I did the cleaning and everything the same night, so that in the morning I don't have to. So here I'm adding my dry fish, dry shrimps, and just adding my crayfish, everything, just adding, and I'm gonna add some seasoning. So after adding all of those things, just adding my seasoning, mix everything, allow it to steam a little bit, and then you also go ahead and add your okra. Okra doesn't really take that much to cook. You know, it's okra. Some people say okra is a vegetable. It doesn't really take that much to cook, so you don't really have to like overcook it. That's the reason why I didn't really add a lot of water, because I want the process to be faster. Like I said, it's the night cooking. It's not we don't want to spend the whole day, the whole night just cooking a pot of okra soup. So that's what I'm doing, and now I'm adding my okra. Like, it turned out really nice. I was like, is it gonna blend properly? But it turned out really, really nice. So now adding the okra, trying to mix everything properly. Just mix it, you know. It's kind of thick also. I'm like, okay, mix everything properly, allow it to steam, and yeah, taste if you need to add some more seasoning. I really don't really eat a lot of salt, so feel free to add as much salt as you want to, as much spice as you want to. That's not my preference. I don't really eat a lot of salt. I don't eat a lot of spice, a lot of hot pepper. So for me, a little bit, just the taste of it is okay. So now we're just gonna allow the okra to steam. Allow it to steam for a couple of minutes on low gas. Do not raise the gas high. So you see, this is what it's looking like. I feel like the palm oil was a little bit too much, because the palm oil was also very hard. It's not liquidy. So when you are putting the palm oil, you don't know how much you are putting, except when everything is melt. When everything has melt, then you will know, oh, the palm oil is too much. But for this one, it was okay. I was like, it's okay. It's not bad. It was okay. It was looking good. So just mixing everything, make sure the okra sauce, the meat, everything is mixed together. It was looking really, really good, and it tastes really delicious. So, and this is what I do mostly when I have a busy day. Maybe the next day I have a busy day and I really do not have time to do the cooking and everything. I will pull everything out in the morning before going to work, and when I come back, clean everything, and then in the night do the cooking. So at least the next day I have time to do all the things. I don't have to be worried about cooking and all of that. So I really, really loved it like this. And I'm just gonna taste to see if I need to add any other thing. Personally, for me, it was okay. There was no need to be adding any other stuff. But maybe for somebody else, you might want to add more spice. It wasn't that spicy. And voila, the okra soup is ready. So all you have to do is ready, close the pan, allow it to cool down, and the next day you can eat it with rice. You can eat it with fufu. Definitely we are going to eat it with fufu, because that is everyone's favorites. Hope you all like this video.